The federal government has this week announced a rental relief package for commercial tenants facing economic hardship because of COVID-19. It includes rental waivers and deferrals for people whose businesses have been impacted by the crisis. Residential tenants are being urged to negotiate with their landlords. Antonia Mercorella is CEO of the Real Estate Institute of Queensland, and she joins us now from Brisbane. Antonia Mercorella, welcome. So we were chatting to a tenants representative yesterday, and she said some people are being given eviction notices already. What do you have to say to landlords who might be taking that sort of action when we've heard from people like the Prime Minister declaring that no person should be evicted over the next 6 months because they've lost their job because of COVID-19?
Well, what we know, the Prime Minister has been very clear that he and the National Cabinet do not want to see tenants being evicted at this time, and certainly the various REIs, Real Estate Institutes around Australia, have supported that. I think what has proven challenging, however, is that the states and territories are yet to enact the relevant law within their own jurisdictions, with the exception of Tasmania. And that is certainly causing some frustration, because the challenge is that the Prime Minister has made a broad announcement and has introduced a certain principle, and we understand that certainly here in Queensland that those laws will be retrospectively applied, but of course the current laws do not provide those requirements and are not clear about that. So that is what is causing confusion. But certainly we as a peak body have been clear in saying that we understand that the moratorium will be enacted into law in Queensland, and that it will be retrospectively dated to the Prime Minister's announcement. And we are therefore encouraging landlords and property managers who facilitate those relationships to negotiate and to allow the tenant to stay.
So what's your specific message then to those landlords, a landlord who now has sent an eviction notice to a tenant who's lost their job because of COVID-19, that's just not on?
Well, look, we would certainly encourage them to reconsider that action. We understand that government here in Queensland, and I suspect the same will apply across all jurisdictions, that those laws will be retrospectively applied, and indeed there will be penalties applied to landlords and potentially property managers who flout those laws. But again, what we are saying is that we need that certainty as a matter of urgency. And once we understand what those parameters are, then I think it makes life far easier for all parties. It provides much needed certainty to all of the parties involved in those transactions.
Yeah, so